It's been a few weeks since I've gone through the new gift sets available at Sephora, broken them down for you, shared the best and the worst. I think it's been about 2 weeks, which means there have been hundreds of launches since I last did one of these. I think I'll probably end up doing at least one more of these, maybe additional ones if you want to see them. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. Honestly, I love filming these videos, and I feel like a lot of the big brands still haven't launched their holiday gift sets this year. So today I'm going to break it down for you. I have a lot to talk about, so we'll get into it because I know these videos can be a little bit longer. As always, I will put timestamps in the description box in case you want to skip ahead. You're interested in hearing about one brand or one set, but let's get started. So in my last video, I mentioned that the Summer Friday sets were coming. I wasn't sure exactly when they were going to launch, but they are available on the Sephora website right now, as well as the Summer Fridays website. They're not sold out yet, which honestly, not a lot of sets have sold out. I know it's still kind of early. I mean, it's only the very beginning of October, but usually that Summer Friday set does sell out pretty quickly. So I don't know if people aren't as interested in the shades or if they stocked additional sets this year. But either way, if you're interested in it, they did launch a set with 4 mini lip balms in vanilla beige, cherry, pink guava, and then also sweet mint. They're all permanent shades. So you might already have one or even multiple of those shades. And again, in my last video, I did break it down, but just as a reminder, a full-size lip balm is $24 each, and the minis come with 0.16 ounces. So a mini is worth about $7.68. The set as a whole has a value of $30.72. So you are getting added value and a chance to try 4 shades if you're interested. So when I filmed that last video, this set wasn't actually available yet, but there is a set with 2 full-size lip butter balms and then also a mini jet lag mask for $48. Now this set comes with 2 limited edition shades. Unlike the kit with the minis, those are all permanent shades. And I think I saw a sneak peek of these like months ago. I want to say back in the summer, and it seemed like a lot of people were excited about them. So this set comes with hot cocoa, which is a warm chocolate color with a hint of rich cocoa sweetness, and then also toasted marshmallow, which honestly, those do sound really nice. This one is a touch of golden shimmer with a hint of toasted marshmallow flavor. These are worth $24 each since they are full-size lip balms, and then you also get a mini jet lag mask, which comes with 1 ounce. So it is worth $21.78 when you're comparing it to how much you get in a full-size product, but they do sell a mini of this on Sephora's website for $26, which is what they'll use to calculate the value. Overall, the kit is worth $69.78 for how much product you get, or if you're using the retail value of their jet lag mask, it's $74. So I think it's a great deal when it comes to value. It's basically like paying for the lip balms and then getting the mask for free. So if you're like, I love the idea of those lip balms, the colors are fun, the scents sound amazing, and I wouldn't mind trying out the mask, this will definitely be worth it to you. If you're looking for someone to talk you out of this kit, if you have vanilla, it's probably going to look very, very similar to toasted marshmallow. Toasted marshmallow has a little bit of shimmer. They have another one that has a little bit of shimmer. Is it birthday cake? I think it's that one. And honestly, because they are so subtle, I feel like it doesn't look that different on the lips. If you have vanilla beige, iced coffee, brown sugar, I mean, one of those will probably come very close to hot chocolate. Obviously, these will smell amazing. All Summer Fridays lip balms do. But if you're like me, like quite a few of my lip balms are still very, very full, even the ones from Summer Fridays. That being said, I feel like this could be a really good gift. Again, I know a lot of people in my life who love Summer Fridays, and maybe they don't own quite as many lip balms as I do. So I might end up grabbing this kit for 1 or 2 people because I think they would really enjoy it. So a great set. It just depends on whether or not you actually need it. Really think that you would end up using all 3 of the products. One more Summer Friday set. If you want makeup and skincare, they did the Dewy Pink set for $38. So this actually comes with their Cloud Dew Gel Cream Moisturizer. I think I actually had a sample of this, or it was like a point perk, and it is a really, really nice moisturizer. I never ended up repurchasing it or like buying the full-size version just because I always have a million open moisturizers, but I did like the texture of this one. So this one comes with 0.5 ounces. It has a value of $13.24 based on the amount of product you get inside, but they do sell a mini with the same amount on Sephora's website for $17. This set also comes with their new Blush Butter Balm in Pink Sunset. So this is described as a warm peachy pink. It retails for $26. This is a little bit of a newer launch. I feel like I've heard pretty good things about it. I just feel like for me personally, I have so many blushes that are kind of described in a very similar way, like a buttery, creamy, balmy formula that, again, I feel like it's not something I need to run out and buy, but it does look like a pretty shade. And then the Lip Butter Balm in Pink Sugar. I think I have this one. I can never remember if I have pink sugar or birthday cake. I have birthday cake, I think. I get them mixed up. I feel like maybe pink sugar has a slightly more intense tint, but I still think it's very, very natural on the lips. So anyway, this actually comes with a little bit more than the amount you get in the kit with the minis. It comes with 0.25 ounces. So this is about half the size of a full-size lip balm. So the retail value is $12. Altogether, this kit is worth $51.24 based on the amount of product, or $55 based on the retail value with the mini moisturizer. Not quite $58. I'm not sure how they got that, but either way, still a good value if you've wanted to try all three of these products. Now, the thing about this kit is, do you like the shade of the blush? I feel like the moisturizer could appeal to a lot of people. The lip balm could appeal to a lot of people, but if you're not going to wear like that warm peachy pink blush, it might be worth skipping over this kit and just buying like the one product you really, really want. If you only really care about the lip balms, I would say go with one of the other kits, because obviously with this one, like the lip balm is one of the smaller products inside. But essentially, you're paying for the blush and the lip balm and getting the moisturizer for free. So I think it is a good option if you would wear or use all three of these products. If not, save your money, skip it, and just buy the one product you want. Okay, Glow Recipe also did a set with their lip balms this year. This is not my favorite lip balm formula ever. I know I reviewed it not too long ago on my channel. I have a couple and I do wear them, but if I'm like, I always reference this, but like that's where I keep all of my go-to lip balms. If I'm going through and trying to pick one to bring with me like throughout the day, the Glow Recipe ones rarely make it in my like daily selection, because even though they look beautiful, they're glossy, they're smooth, they don't last as long on the lips. And once they wear off, my lips don't feel like incredibly hydrated. So I like the way they look and smell and feel, but I don't feel like they are quite as long lasting. So when it comes to lip balms, I probably wouldn't recommend that formula as much, but that's just personal preference. So in this kit, you get a mini of all four of their permanent shades: Ice Bingsu, Strawberry Bingsu, Watermelon Bingsu, and then also Blackberry Bingsu. Each mini comes with 0.14 ounces, and then a full-sized Glow Recipe lip balm normally comes with 0.52 ounces and retails for $22. So each mini is worth $5.92, or the kit as a whole is worth $23.69. So you are paying slightly more than this kit is worth, but obviously when it comes down to certain products, and that's going to depend on, you know, which products you use the most, you use it fully, what you have a lot of, it might be worth it to get like 4 minis rather than paying for one full-size product. I think that's the case with lip products for a lot of people, but you basically pay $3 more than you would for a full-size lip balm for right around the same amount of product, just split into the 4 shades. I will say, when it comes to this formula, some people complain about like a gritty texture. I haven't experienced that with the 2 shades I've tried. I've tried Strawberry and Blackberry, but that is something to potentially be aware of. You might want to read through reviews before purchasing this if that is something that could be a concern for you. This is a set that I am personally interested in grabbing because I need to repurchase this setting spray anyway. So I love that they came out with this, the One Size On Till Dawn Setting Spray Duo. It comes with a full-size setting spray and a mini for $36. This is truly the best setting spray out there. I was never like the biggest fan of setting spray day to day. I rarely wore it. I would use it on like special occasions, if it was super hot outside, if I was, you know, going to a wedding and I wanted my makeup to stay in place all day long. This year, that kind of changed for me, and I use setting spray every single day without fail, no matter what my makeup is like, no matter what the weather is like. This summer, the One Size setting spray was such a staple. If it was hot and humid and I was going to be outside running around, like no matter what the weather or the conditions or my makeup is like, I know that product will lock my makeup into place all day long. That truly is like a high-end makeup product that I think is irreplaceable and 100% worth the money. And I love this set because you do get a full-size setting spray, which retails for $34, and then a mini, which, based on the amount of product you get in here, 1 ounce, there's about $10 worth of product in there. But they do sell a mini for $18, so that's the retail value on Sephora's website. So their value of $52 is accurate based on the retail price of the full-size setting spray and the mini. But in terms of product amount, you're getting $44 worth in this set. So it's $36, still $8 of added value. It's basically like paying for the full-size bottle and then getting the travel spray for $2 instead of $18. So either way you look at it, if this is something you repurchase, fairly often or even once in a while, it's nice to get that extra added product in there. And I like to have a mini on occasion. I mean, I don't buy a lot of mini products because they are more expensive, price per ounce compared to full size products. Let me rephrase that. I like mini makeup products. I don't buy a lot of minis of things that I, use consistently and use up fully. So, like a mini setting spray, a mini powder, because I will go through the full size products. So, economically, it makes more sense to buy the full size product, but it's sometimes nice to have a mini if you are traveling to throw in your makeup bag. So, a bonus mini is great. I also love the one size setting powder. It's a great option if you want your makeup locked in well all day long, especially if you have oily skin. I feel like a lot of one size complexion products are great for people with oily skin. They did a set with 2 mini powders, which is a great way to either try out the formulas or, again, just like a nice option for travel. That's actually a mini product that I did spend the money on, even though I had the full size alternative, because the packaging is very, very bulky. And for a minute, like that was my go-to powder. So when I was going out of town once, I purchased the mini just so it wouldn't take up as much space in my bag. And I specifically set that aside to only bring with me when I travel. That way I don't run through it. And honestly, I could probably refill that. I feel like the packaging would open up and I could probably end up refilling it, which is nice. But anyway, they did 2 versions of this, which is nice to see because not a lot of brands have been doing that this year. So one version has the shade translucent and ultra pink, and then the other version has the shade dark deep and rich peach. So as for value, each mini comes with 0.23 ounces. Not a ton of product compared to how much you get in a full size powder. The regular version does come with quite a bit of product. So honestly, these are only worth $6.90 based on the amount of product you get. They do sell a mini on Sephora's website for $19, which is pretty expensive if you break it down price per ounce compared to how much you get in a full size product. So honestly, if you're really interested in this product, if it's been on your wish list for a little while, I would say skip the mini, skip the kit. And even though you're paying more for the full size powder, it is a significantly better deal if you feel like there's one shade you would love and you would get a lot of use out of it. If you're like, I want to make sure I like it. I want 2 shades. I want the travel version, whatever the reason. The kit is worth $13.80 based on the amount of product you get in here. Based on the retail value of the minis, they would say $38. There's quite a big difference between those 2 numbers. And if you're anything like me, you probably go through powder pretty consistently. So it's not really a great deal. But like I said earlier, I actually bought the mini, even though it wasn't the best deal for the amount of product you get, because for me, the convenience of having a smaller travel sized version kind of outweighed that cost. So it all comes down to personal preference, but I would think through this one before buying it because it really is one of the worst deals in terms of, product compared to price pretty much from any brand that I've seen this year. Charlotte Tilbury launched a couple of kits. And like I said in a previous video, if you're looking for a Charlotte Tilbury kit, I would wait and see what they launch on their website. And then again, wait even longer until Black Friday because they usually do really good Black Friday deals and they typically launch a ton of kits on their website. But the one I wanted to talk about today is the Mini Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Duo or the Mini Airbrush, did I say that right? I think so. Anyway, this is something that I feel like is pretty popular. I think they ended up doing this one last year as well. So this retails for $32 and you get 2 mini setting sprays. I've heard so many good things about this setting spray. I'm tempted to buy it because again, in 2025, I feel like I've really come to appreciate the value of a good setting spray, but at the same time, I do have quite a few that I love. It's probably not something I need to run out and buy. Now, as for value, a full-size setting spray comes with 3.3 ounces and retails for $38. A mini comes with 1.1 ounces. And again, this does come with 2, but each mini is worth $11.52, which means the product value in this kit is only worth $23. Now, they do sell a mini on Sephora's website for $23, so they calculate the retail value of this kit based on that number, which is why they came up with the $46 valuation. So, to them, and if you're looking at the price of a mini, you're getting twice the value compared to the price of one mini, which in that case, it is a really good deal. But I feel like it's a little bit misleading. And I do remember them actually doing this last year, and I forgot until I was like sitting here talking through it. But the full size setting spray comes with the amount that you would get in 3 minis. And at $38, that's only a few more dollars than the cost of this kit, but you get 33% more product. If you want to get really specific, which is kind of the whole point of these videos, I love filming these videos because yes, holiday kits are fun. Yes, they make great gifts. And I don't always, go into detail as far as like the value price per ounce when I'm buying them as a gift for someone else. But as someone who has a lot of makeup, owns a lot of products, already has like a good amount of variety in every single category, when I'm deciding which kits to buy for myself, I usually do try to get a great deal. And I really do try to think a little bit more critically about whether I need the products or not. I try not to let my job of filming beauty content be an excuse to buy every little thing I want. I know a lot of you feel very similarly. You're trying to make the best decisions possible, which is why I love filming these breakdown videos for you so you can decide if the kits are a great option for you. Anyway, all of that being said, if you're purchasing the full-size setting spray, you're basically paying $12.67 an ounce. But if you're buying this kit, you're paying $16 an ounce. So I feel like that makes a big difference. Again, with something that you might end up using fully, like a setting spray. I do use setting sprays up fully. So if it's something I'm going to continuously repurchase, I want to make sure I'm getting the greatest deal. And listen, like I said, if you're purchasing something like a blush or a lip product, those small differences might not make a big deal to you. But in this case, if you feel like you would love the setting spray, or if it is one of your favorites, I would say spend a few extra dollars and just purchase the full size version because it is a better deal. There are certain brands that typically give us a really good deal when it comes to value during the holiday season. And then there are brands that don't. And I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is a brand that doesn't typically add a lot of value to their kits, which is why I do think it's maybe more ideal to shop during Black Friday when they're doing certain bundles or having really great discounts on their website. Fenty is a brand that does typically do some really great deals. Like they'll usually give you an entire full-size product for free when you purchase one of their kits. They have a good variety. So let's go through some Fenty kits. They do have a ton of options. I won't talk about the skincare kits, the hair care kits, or the body care kits, just because, this video is already so long. But if you're interested in those, I'll link them like in that YouTube shopping feature so you can check them out. But today I'll just talk about the makeup kits. Let's start with two lip duos. This first one is the Lined and Luminized lip set. It comes with two full-size lip products. So you get their traced out long wear waterproof pencil liner in the shade Riri, which is a rose mauve. This has a retail value of $20. I haven't tried their lip liners yet. What do you think of them? Are they creamy? Are they long lasting? Do you think they're worth the money? I don't buy a lot of high-end lip liners just because my favorite formula is like the ColourPop Lippy pencils. So I feel like I have pretty much every color of lip liner I would need in that formula. But I am kind of considering this kit because I think the colors are beautiful. And I do love the Fenty Gloss Balm lip glosses. You also get one of those in Grape Splash, and the retail value of that is $22. So this is worth $44, just like they claim. It's essentially like paying for the lip gloss and then getting the lip liner for $2. Such a pretty duo. I'm honestly not tempted to buy a lot of lip sets these days because I do have quite a few lip products, but I don't feel like I have a lip gloss in this shade specifically. And I would be curious to try out their lip liner if I could get it essentially for like $2 by purchasing this kit. So I might grab this one. If you're more of a neutral fan, this might be a better option for you. Again, two full-size lip products. This is their Glow and Extra lip set, and it retails for $25. So you get a lip liner in the shade Extra Thigh. I love that name, which that is a cool brown, and that retails for $20. And then you get their Gloss Bomb Sticks High Shine Gloss Stick in Fenty Glow, and that retails for $26. So again, $46 value like they claim. I, again, haven't tried either one of those products. I know Makeup Revolution ended up launching a gloss stick. I'm not sure if it's a good alternative or a dupe. If you've tried both, you'll have to let us know. I do really like the Makeup Revolution formula because it is essentially like a very glossy, very beautiful lipstick. So if the Fenty formula was anything like that, I feel like it would be really beautiful. And again, it's basically like paying for the gloss stick and then getting the lip liner for free. So a great deal. One more duo. This comes with a mini and a full-size product. Again, this one is on my wish list. I immediately added it to like my Sephora VIII sale loves list, which I think that sale's coming. Like it's usually the very beginning of November. So I usually end up grabbing like a couple of kits and I have to decide which ones to get this year. But This is tempting to me because it does come with a mini lip gloss. This is actually one of my favorite lip glosses and shades of all time, the Gloss Balm Lip Luminizer in Hot Chocolate. I had that for a very long time, and then, well, you know what? I had it and then it expired, so I repurchased it, and then I repurchased it again, but it's been a few years, so I ended up just getting rid of that a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago. So the mini is worth $13.20. So I would love to have that again, but you also get a full-sized lip oil in cacao, and that's worth $25. I actually really like the Fenty lip oil. I had the original one, which I think was cherry. There's like it's a combination of things. It's the really nice oversized applicator, the actual formula, the color was beautiful, and I think I would like this color and scent even better. I think I gave it to one of my nieces. Oh, yeah, I actually remember. It was like a year ago. They were going to like a little, or no, maybe not a year ago. It doesn't matter. I gave it to one of my nieces, and I did miss it. Usually I'll give them lip products, makeup, and I won't miss it that much because I have a lot of products in my collection. But that was such a good lip oil that I'm kind of tempted to buy this kit. So I did add this to my loves list. I might end up grabbing it because I feel like those two shades, those scents, like that would just be a perfect combo. Okay, they did do a 3-piece lip luminizer set for $45. So it comes with the 2 all-new Gloss Bomb stacks. I haven't seen these yet. I don't know if these are like set exclusives. They come with 3 layered shades, so when you dip in, it kind of mixes them together. And then the return of a fan fave limited edition shade Fenty Glow Fantasy in the original Gloss Bomb finish. These are full-size products. I just checked on Sephora's website, so I think the Stacks gloss was part of a limited edition collection, and then they didn't launch it as a permanent product yet, but the limited edition one retails for $24, and then the original product retails for $22. So this set does have a retail value of $70. Basically, buy 2 glosses, get 1 free. The layered glosses don't do it for me. I feel like that's becoming a little bit more popular. Like I think of obviously Fenty with these glosses, but Laneige with their like swirled lip balms or lip masks. I don't know. I would want them to stay separated. I feel like I wouldn't end up mixing them together. It's just when it comes to lip products like that, or like a powder that has multiple shades and you mix it together, you never know exactly what shade you're going to get when you apply it to your face. So I like to know what I'm going to get like when I dip into a lip gloss. So not for me personally, but it is a good deal. Basically buy 2, get 1 free. If you have someone in your life who loves Fenty and maybe owns like quite a few shades, they might enjoy getting 3 limited edition shades. So they pretty much do like a big vault every single year that comes with quite a few full-size products. This year it comes with 2 gloss sticks and then 8 lip glosses, and it retails for $150. This is a lot of lip products. So I don't know if this is going to appeal to you personally, or if it could be a great gift to like buy and split up, or again, maybe you have like a big Fenty lover in your life. So it comes with the High Shine Gloss Stick in the shade Is It Fussy, which is described as a dusty pink. That retails for $26. It also comes with a high shimmer gloss stick in the shade Burgundy Bang, which I think is like a new shade exclusive to this kit for $26. You get the Universal Lip Luminizers in Sweet Mouth, which is a shimmering soft pink, and Riri, which is a shimmering rose mauve. So those are permanent shades. And then I think these are limited edition Golden Honey, Taffy Teas, and Pretty Please. Those all retail for $22. You get 2 plumping glosses in Hot Cherry and Fenty Glow Heat, both permanent shades, and those retail for $26. And then you get their cooling lip gloss in the shade Cold Hearted, which I think this is a limited edition shade worth $26. So it is a $240 value. You're basically paying $15 for each product. So when you add it all together, it's like you get a $40 savings, or no, a 40% savings. A really, really great deal if you were going to go and purchase 10 different Fenty lip products. Again, this is not going to be for everyone. Vault kits, I think, can be really fun, and the savings can kind of pull you in, but for a lot of people, they're just not super practical. I know a ton of brands do vaults, makeup brands, skincare brands, perfume brands, and in theory, it would be nice to like purchase the vault and split them up, but I just feel like for me, that's a lot of lip products. Maybe in the very beginning when I was first getting into Fenty lip glosses, because it was my favorite lip gloss formula for a very, very long time. but I think they actually used to do like a vault with minis. That appeals to me a little bit more. Yeah, I've purchased one in the past now that I'm thinking about it. And minis are great because you get the chance to try a variety of shades, but you don't have as much product sitting in your collection. And makeup does expire. And honestly, I feel like the Fenty formula, the original lip luminizer formula, ends up expiring a little bit faster than some of the other formulas in my collection. It will separate, it won't apply the same, it won't look the same. So I just personally wouldn't buy 10 different, or well, I guess it comes with 8 lip glosses and 2 lip gloss sticks. I feel like it would go bad before I had the chance to use it all up. I mean, I'm sitting here saying this, like, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, what are you talking about? You have a drawer full of lip products. If that's your reasoning, like, you should never buy a new lip product again. So, to each their own, obviously. It is a good deal if you really want to buy it. I think this is their only makeup set that doesn't just focus on lip products. So, this is the last one I'll talk about in today's video. It is a 3-piece set for $35. So, you get a mini hella thick volumizing mascara in black, and this is $12.73 in terms of value when it comes to the amount of product in here, but it also retails for $13. So not a big difference. A mini diamond balm all over diamond veil and how many carats? This is worth $16.83. And then a mini gloss stick in the shade Is It Fussy, which is a full-size product worth $26. So $55.56 in terms of value. Again, a great deal. Really, I think they did a really good job with their kits this year. It's like paying for the Gloss Bomb stick and then getting each of the other 2 products for $5 each. I've tried the mascara. It was a big fail for me. I just felt like it really flaked throughout the day. So I'm not a fan of that formula personally. And I didn't love the Diamond Veil. I tried this a million years ago. Like when Fenty first launched, I think they ended up launching this product, and I kind of wonder if I would like it all over the eyes now because I do love like a scattered glitter effect. But back in the day, I bought it and I used it on the face and I didn't love it. So I don't know. I don't need it. I don't need it either way. I have enough highlighter. I have enough sparkly shadows. But if this is something that appeals to you, I mean, if any of them do, I feel like Fenty did a great job with the value of their kits compared to what you pay. Okay, let's talk Milk Makeup. But normally they do a really great job with their kits as well, where they add like a lot of value compared to what you pay. This time around, there was a mix. Some kits are a great deal, some are not, so let's go through them. They did a Hydro Grip Primer Duo, so you get 2 travel size primers for $25. I have tried both of these, and I mean, they're great. At this point, every single brand has done their best to dupe the Hydro Grip Primer, and I feel like a lot of brands have been very successful. But the original Hydro Grip Primer is still really great. They also have like a glowy, shimmery version, which is very intense. If you like a sticky, gripping, hydrating primer, it is a good formula, but you might have something in your collection that's basically identical at this point. As for value, the Hydro Grip Primer, the original one, comes with $8.50 worth of product. They do sell a mini for $20, so that's like the true retail value, but the actual product value is $8.50. The Hydro Grip and Glow Illuminating Primer does not come as a mini, so I broke that one down and compared it to the full-size product, and that one is worth $10.20. So the kit is worth $18.70 based on the amount of product you get, or $30.20 based on the retail value. They claim $40, which is just inaccurate. I assume they're reaching that value by assigning the $20 mini retail value to both of the primers, but they don't sell the glowy one as a mini. I mean, I guess it makes sense from their perspective. Like sometimes when brands put a value on these kits, I'm like, I have no idea how they got that value. This time around, I definitely understand how they got there, but I feel like it's a little bit misleading. And honestly, like I've said in previous videos, I feel like the most accurate value is to base it on the amount of product you're getting in the kit from a consumer perspective. From a brand's perspective, the most beneficial value to attach to the kit is whatever's the highest. And for them, that's typically based on the retail price of a mini. So I like to put both out there just because I know some people like to consider one over the other, but I really truly feel like you're getting $18.70 worth of product for $25, which even though you're paying a little bit more compared to how much product you're getting, it might not be the worst deal for you if you want both primers in your collection. They essentially do the same thing. One just has a golden shimmery tint to it, but just don't be thrown off by that $40 valuation attached to this. And again, there are so many good drugstore alternatives at this point. You don't have to buy this one if you don't want to. They did a pretty big vault set this year with 6 of their cooling water jelly tints. I don't know how well this is going to sell because number one, I feel like the hype surrounding this product has kind of died down. Like, even though there are people who still enjoy it, it's not as hyped up as it once was. And I also feel like even if you like this product, are you really going to want to run out and buy 6 shades of it? A lot of them end up looking pretty similar on the lips or the cheeks, and you might already own 1 or 2. And this kit specifically comes with all 6 of the shades they have available. So if you purchase this kit, you'd probably be repurchasing at least 1 or maybe more of shades that you already own. So I don't know if this is going to be the most ideal option to buy like personally, maybe as a gift for someone or to like split it up with someone else. So you get the shades Chill, Splash, Spritz, Burst, Fresh, and Fizz. So everything except like that pH changing shade that they also have available on Sephora's website. A full-size jelly tint is $26. So this is $156 worth of product like they claim. And then you also get a little bag. It's basically like paying $16.50 for each one instead of 26, which is about 40% off. It definitely is a great value if this is a kit that you really want. I almost think it would have been more practical for a lot of people if they sold it as like, if they sold like 3 duos or 2 trios rather than like an entire vault with 6 of them. But I mean, brands do vault collections and maybe they figured this would be the best selling option. Now, they did do a set with a smaller amount of jelly products, but it only comes with 1 like blush tint, and then the other 2 are skincare. So I've actually tried all 3 of these products. This trio retails for $49. So you get their Cooling Water Jelly Tint Lip and Cheek Stain in the shade Freeze, which is like a pH changing color. So it goes on very light and then kind of adjusts. You know what? I have to say, this product did surprise me. It was my first experience with the jelly tint, and honestly, it goes on a lot easier than I thought it would. It stains the cheeks, it stays in place well. So I don't know that this product was, I mean, it was definitely overhyped. It was everywhere for a minute, but I do think it actually ended up performing well than I initially thought it would. That being said, the pH changing color is a little bit difficult to work with because it basically goes on not clear, but almost clear. And then it like starts adjusting and it gets darker and darker. So it's very easy to over apply it. So if I was to recommend one, I would say just go with like the 1 shade you want. And then you also get the Cooling Water Jelly Ice Soothing Serum Stick and the Watermelon Jelly Brightening Serum Stick. Both of those are worth $10.71 based on how much you get in each one, which they come with 0.17 ounces, which is the size of a full-sized blush, but it's significantly smaller than what you would get in a full-size skincare stick from Milk. So the kit has a value of $47.72. Their valuation of $72 is definitely not accurate. Like sometimes when the value is this off, I have to like sit there and do the math again and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But in this case, I honestly feel like the value they assigned to this is just not true. If I had to guess, I would assume they're assigning the skincare sticks the same value they assigned a blush stick because that's how much product you get in a blush stick. But a full-size skincare stick comes with almost 3 times the amount of product and normally retails for $29. So a mini skincare stick can't even come close to the value of a full-sized blush stick because you get so much more product in a full-size skincare stick. And I'm not really even sure that's what they're doing. So I really do think the $47 valuation is much more accurate. And again, it might still be worth it to you. It's a pet peeve of mine when there's a valuation on there that is just not even close to being right. You could argue that they're including the price of the bag in there, but they didn't do that with the blush vault. So I don't know, whatever the case, however you decide to value this kit, I still don't really think it's worth it. The blush comes down to personal preference, like whether or not you would wear that shade, you would like that formula. But the skincare sticks, while they're a good idea in theory, and they feel really good the first few times you use them, they dry out pretty quickly. I like the idea of a serum in a stick. Because it is like that flexible jelly type texture, it feels really good as you're applying it to your skin. I know I reviewed these on my channel, but after I think just like a week or 2, the product itself felt very dry, almost like there was no serum left in the stick. And if you're applying an actual serum to your skin, like you want to apply enough product to get the skincare benefits. And I just felt like I wasn't getting that with the stick. Also, the watermelon stick ended up like breaking off. And every time I applied it to my skin, there would be like pieces of it all over my face. So I felt like that was a complete waste of product because I would basically end up going through the product significantly faster than it was actually meant to go through. So While they're a fun idea, I just don't think they're very practical. And if you're investing in high-end skincare, I would recommend skipping those and going for like an actual serum. One more set from Milk Makeup, and actually this is the last product for today's video, a trio with their new lip balms. This retails for $24. You also get a little keychain so you can bring them with you on the go. It comes with 3 shades. So you get Electron, which is a clear multicolor shimmer with a citrus lemon flavor. Pump, which is a warm beige with an apricot twist flavor. Both of those are permanent. And then Core, which is a sheer red and has like an apple scent. It's a set exclusive. These retail for $18 each, so the $54 value is accurate. For $2 less than the price of 2, you basically get 3 full-size lip balms. So one of their better kits in terms of value, but honestly, I don't think this is the best formula. I think I reviewed this on my channel. It came up again recently in my mind because I'm working on a video like newer overhyped makeup at Sephora I don't recommend, or I might do like a speed reviews video and include, I'm not sure. But basically I was like thinking through some new high-end makeup that I just don't think is worth the money. And this is one of those products. It actually feels really, really good. It almost has this serum type texture. It's very glossy, very juicy looking. It feels good. It smells good. It looks pretty, but it doesn't last on the lips at all. And it's the type of product where, once I apply it and then it wears off, my lips actually feel dry. So I don't think it has long lasting benefits. The other issue is the ones that have more pigment actually end up separating in the tubes fairly quickly. Like I had one for maybe a week or 2 and it was separating. So I kind of like squeezed it back together, but it did it again after hardly any time. And the issue is when you apply it to your lips, it comes out completely clear because the pigment separates from like the base and stays in the tube. It's really weird. For a high-end lip balm, I mean, even for a drugstore lip balm, I really wouldn't recommend it for that reason too. So I like the formula. Like initially it feels good, it looks good, it smells good, but beyond that, like it doesn't do anything for my lips in terms of nourishing them, hydrating them. And then again, there's like that pigment separation issue. So not the best lip balm in my opinion, but if you do really love it, then maybe you'd be interested in this kit. So that's it from Milk Makeup. I don't think this is their best year when it comes to kits. Last year, they definitely had some better deals overall. But thanks for being here and watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I know I'll at least do one more of these videos because there are a couple of other products I wanted to talk about. I just didn't want this video to be forever long. And then again, there are like a couple of very popular high-end brands that haven't launched their kits yet. So I'm waiting for those to come back before I do another one. So stay tuned. I know I'll have at least one more part in this series. If you want to check out the other videos, I'll link them on the screen for you right now. And I'll see you very soon with a new one. Bye.